Hey, welcome back to Game Hydra. Today we're doing a video about a game called, I know I'm not going to pronounce this right, I don't think anybody has ever pronounced this right, Madoka Magica Magia Exedra, or Magia, etc. Exedra, something like that. Anyways, we're going to talk about some tips, tricks, and strategies for the game. We're going to talk about how to speed things up in this game, which is notoriously kind of slow, how to summon more rare Kyoku, and how to unlock everything, player match, union, and how to beat some of the tougher battles in the game, because eventually you're going to get to the point in this game where you are actively losing battles against tougher bosses, or like we actually just got before we started recording this video, a boss battle that um, we had one character alive, and they couldn't kill that one character, but it took about 30 minutes to actually beat the boss. Anyways, off we go. So you can make sure to collect your offline income every time you come back from being online. See in the corner, by the way, you can scroll around and kind of check out your chambers. It's a different sort of gacha game. There's a lot of story and just kind of exploring the space in it, as opposed to trying to level up as quickly as possible. But some old school gacha style, attitude can help to speed the game along. Where it says 4%, that is your offline income, your Magia box. Be sure to claim that before it gets full. Obviously, it takes quite a while to get full. It takes, I would say, I don't know, probably about an entire day at least. And you can quit collect in order to get 6 hours worth of goodies at the same time. Now, to see what each of these items is and to see what they do, tapping won't work, but you can tap and long press. So we're going to tap and long press the one on the right. That is a prism stone for unlocking Kyoku magic. Growth enhancement, which grants Kyoku level experience, and AQ chips, mostly used to upgrade your Kyoku. That's what you'll get for 6 hours, and this one costs no Magica Stones. Magica Stones, of course, are these pink gems. There's paid ones and there's free ones, and so we just got that claim for free. Let's go back to Quick Collect. Now, it will require you to spend 10 Magica Stones. Is that worth it? That's up to you and how far along you are in the game. We're going to give that a shot, and then we'll see how much the rest of the quick collects are. That one's also 10. Maybe the rest of them are also 10. Now, it could be easy to blow your Magica Stones this way, so be careful with how many of them you use, because there's, especially if you paid for Magica Stones, and we're going to try to go to the store right here, you do not want to blow them. It's one time only bonus sale, $60 for 15,000 of them, $30 for 6,000 of them. Right now we've got 5,460. We haven't spent a dime, but of course these are free stones, which are less valuable than paid stones. Make sure to claim gifts from this gift box. Whenever you see a red dot over the box, that means there's gifts to claim. You got things like Magica. You can get Kyoku guaranteed Magia keys, magical cubes, blah blah blah. Even the act of claiming stuff is a little slower in this game. Ostensibly, the game's about exploring the space and, uncovering stories, which, if you're a fan of the Madoka Magica anime, you probably are eating this right up. But if you are unfamiliar with the anime, maybe less so. But then, if you're unfamiliar with the anime or the manga, then you have more story to discover. Anyways, just be sure to claim all your rewards, because they will prove extraordinarily useful. Magical Cube, an item for restoring QP. I believe that is quest points. all kinds of rewards that you can gain from quest completion. We actually haven't completed or haven't claimed a lot of these. Some of these are just titles. That means they're just cosmetic, but be sure to hit claim all multiple times if the game prompts you to, because then you'll have lots of Magica Stones to claim. And we'll show you how to get free Magica Stones, because you're going to need as many Magica Stones as possible to do the summons in the Fate something. Sorry, brain farted the name. But we're going to hit back, wait for that long loading screen. Here we go, the Fate Weave. So the Fate Weave, this is the dreaded gacha of the game. And there's been a lot of, a lot of consternation about the fact that there is no pity system built in with, do 100 summons, get a 5-star, something like that. With this draw 10, you can get a 4-star or higher, and don't underestimate the value of a 4-star. They can really be a big help. You can, if you have 3,000 paid stones, you can spend them to draw 10 in this special edition Fate Weave and get a guaranteed 5-star. Otherwise, you're looking at a whole bunch of different ones. Many of these are events, as you can see by the available during, which I'm using that little thumb glow to kind of point you to. Release celebration, 1 per day, free Fate Weave. Be sure to claim this every day. We're going to claim that right now. Skip. All right. What is this? Mayui's Kyoku. All right. And then we're going to go over to one of them that I like, which is guaranteed 4-stars. Right now I've only got 2 guaranteed 4-star keys. I'm going to use 1. Skip. You probably have these too. If you haven't used them, then be sure to use them. Alright, there is number 2. And voila, a new magical girl has been unlocked. So you won't always get that notification, but sometimes you will. That's Meteor Punch. And there are a massive amount of magical girls in the game. And using this gacha isn't quite the same, as using the gacha in similar gacha RPGs. You can actually unlock brand new stories by getting more magical girls here. Somehow we ended up with 1 more 4-star guaranteed. 4-star attacker guaranteed. All right. Can never have enough attackers sometimes. And that is Masara Kagami. We're going to go to the team and show you some team building business later on. You kind of do have to scroll a lot when you're doing this. Where is the... Oh, here we go. Magia Key Fate Weave. This will probably get us a 3-star because there's no guarantee of a 4-star here. Ascension 1 out of 5. So we'll take a look at that later. But be sure to save your Magica Stones so that you can do summons, especially if you're trying to get more 4-stars. You know what? I think I'm going to do it. Guaranteed 4-star. Let's go. Of course, pretty much anywhere that skip is available, you can hit skip in order to skip. And it appears that we got 4 new magical girls. 2 of them are 4-stars, 2 of them are 3-stars. So let's get to party building and team building a little bit. Obviously, when you're assigning magical girls to your team, you're going to want to have a good balance of attackers, defenders, and breakers. So breakers are going to drop the amount of... they're going to decrease the defense of the enemy. so that your attackers can go in and smash them. Let's see. Hit that little button below. Do we want to... Where is our 4-star? That's not in the team. There we go. There's our 4-star that's not in the team. Tap over and find another one of those new 4-stars that's not in the team. Now, going by star ratings, you're going to want more star. You're going to want the highest star rating folks possible. Spend what you need to spend in order to level them up later, because their stats are going to be higher per level compared to the 3-stars. Obviously, though, the ideal would be to have all 5-stars in your party, but that can get very expensive. So when you add a new one to your party, be sure to level it up. This is going to require growth enhancement. And my current ones are about level 9, but they can definitely stand to use an upgrade. We're going to go level 18 for her. Big stat boost. And make sure to keep your magical girls upgraded continuously. Don't just rely on the experience points that you gain from doing quests to keep them leveled up. Because if you do that, eventually you will come to a point where you're going to get smoked by a tough boss. And the maximum level, as you can see, is equivalent to the player levels. Try to keep all of your magical girls upgraded to about a similar level. You can also upgrade your magic level. As you can see here, it boosts a different stat every time. So we got attack boost, hit points, defense, more hit points, upgrading battle skills, and then it resets going back to attack, defense, and hit points again. And that is what those magical prism things are used for. And to be quite honest, the game is not going to help you out at all when it comes to how many you have left, so that you can keep the upgrades even. You're just kind of have to figure it out yourself. All right, let's get this other 5-star to 18 so that we can demonstrate battle and not look like absolute crap when we do. Because the last battle I did was that one where I had one character alive fighting the boss for 30 minutes and won because I'd been neglecting my upgrades. So, do as I say, not as I do. Don't neglect your upgrades. Magic level. Alright, this is taking too damn long. I don't hear enough. I want to try to make a bit of a concise video at least. And then over in your portraits area, try to get multiple stars when possible. You're going to need different materials in order to upgrade these, though. Magical palettes, they can help you upgrade your portraits. Some of them have different ascension levels than other ones. Of course, the higher the ascension level, the better. Now, there's a feature over here in the assign area of the party where you can actually auto-assign. Go to auto party if you want to, and you can choose you can choose everything about it. You can just let the game pick for you if you want. We are going to do it this way. That swapped portraits around, but kept pretty much the same characters. I got no problem with that. Do that frequently. just to kind of get what you're missing. And then you got more quest rewards over here that you can claim. You got different stones for unlocking different types of Kyoku magic. And then over here on the left in the Chamber of Light, this is where things get interesting. If you decide to skip a story, then you can go back and watch it later. You can look at the gallery, you can listen to music. And you see those red dots, that means you got free gems to claim. All you got to do is tap where you see the gems. Here in Folter Gefangnis, for example. Sorry to you Germans out there if I mispronounced it, and doubly sorry to you Germans out there if that's not even a real German word, which it probably isn't. But there are lots and lots and lots and lots of free stones over here for the taking. Same with the portraits, same with the magical girls area. You can tap, you can scroll through, not only to collect gems on whatever magical girls you got, but to see what magical girls you still have left to unlock. And dear God, are there a lot of them. This isn't Sailor Moon with, 5 magical girls or 6 magical girls, depending on the arc. There's a lot of them. Going from the entire history of Madoka Magica. You can play various types of music over here and unlock stuff too. Alright, what do we got next? You know what, let's go to Heart Files. This is one of the unlocks about midway through the game. Here, you can play different episodes for different magical girls. Of course, you can read the whole story if you want, or watch the whole story if you want, or you can just skip through. This one appears to be one of the shorter ones. No need to skip through that, but go there, collect your free Magica Stones. Every time you see the logo, what else we got in the Chamber of Light? Stories. You got the main story and the event story. So the event stories are going to be more limited time. And then tab over to Magical Girl Story. And once again, you can scroll through all of the available stories and episodes. If you want to unlock more of them, then increase the heart file level. Now, how do we do that? So Madoka Kaname, she is currently at level 3. Do I have anyone else that's above level 1? No. You can spend heart sand and the large heart sand in order to grant heart file experience, which allows you to get more stories. Over here in quests, you can do heart file quests, which you can play in order to not only earn free stuff, but increase the heart file levels of various magical girls. This is the one that's in the party, or these are the ones that are in the party. Add new ones to the party if you want to increase their levels too. The main quest, of course, you got to beat if you want to do anything. Once you get past the tutorial, you'll be able to automate every battle except the boss battle. And the area boss battles, of course. You can skip this, but this allows you to get mem sparks, unlock new story stuff. Sometimes you can't skip, but you can use the fast forward button up in the top right corner in order to make the story go faster, to make it go as fast as possible, really. So in doing this, we got to the end of the story pretty quick. And now the battle is loading. Once the battle loads, we'll go through the 3 different types of attacks that you can do in the battle, as well as the pros and cons of each party member. Oh, that's not even a boss one. Where the hell was the boss one from earlier? You know what? I'm going to back out of that. I believe the boss one was over here on the 4th floor. There it is. Now, there is no point in replaying battles in this game because you won't get any rewards for them. You won't get any experience points even. But spoiler alert, this is the battle that took about 30 minutes to beat before I went and level up the crap out of everybody. Even when the battle is not automated, though, it's pretty simple. Use the battle skill when you're able to, and use the basic attack when you're not able to. And have your breaker do their thing so that your attackers and even your defenders can get better shots on them. Sometimes the defense battle skills can even do damage. For example, this one over here on the left, I need to see her name again because I'm forgetful of names sometimes. Her barrier move not only protects herself and teammates from damage, but does a significant amount of damage to the enemy. And I kind of also like to have my breaker attack before I start using the special skills, which are on the left side. See how they're glowing bright colors now? You know that's how to get special skill, or that's how special skills become available because you probably saw it in the tutorial. So we're gonna wait for the breaker, aka Madoka, to come available so we can try to break this dude. Doesn't always work, but it's worth a shot. Special attack, tap to show the skip icon. Special attack, tap to show skip. Keep doing that over and over. Alright, we got a break rating. 800. That's a lot of damage to this dude. 2,638. That's more than a lot of damage. So this battle is going to go far quicker than it did the first time after all those level upgrades and those occasional magic upgrades. Previously, that barrier attack only did about 106 damage, only did about 210 damage when break was enabled. Now, it's doing a lot more than that. By the way, in case you forgot, you can use a special attack at literally any time, even when it's the enemy's turn. Whatever is happening on screen will be interrupted when you tap the glowing character's portrait for special attack. But playing through these quest levels is how you unlock the rest of the stuff in the game. So, yeah, you got to get pretty far to unlock the arena. Plus, later on in the game, you'll unlock Nightmare Mode, which enables you to replay some stages that you've already played, just with a significantly higher difficulty. And obviously, this battle is going to go much quicker than it did the last time I played it. So this is why you gotta keep your characters leveled up. Now, unfortunately, you can't go back and grind old levels like we were talking about because you won't earn any rewards or any experience for doing so. But come back, collect the offline income before your box fills up. Be sure to collect at minimum that one free quit claim every day. Maybe even throw the occasional Madoka Stone at the premium quit claims as well. All right, let's finish this. And that's finished. Much quicker than the 30-minute time that it took to finish it prior. So, sadly, no player experience, no hero experience. But keep your characters, your Kyoku, whatever, upgraded. And then when you beat the boss, you'll be able to, as you can see here, move on to a new story and increase the Puella Pictura level, which you can do by earning more mem sparks. And once you do, tap the reward, this is what you get. From portraits to lots of Magica Stones and a whole hell of a lot more. Also up here you can see the special events. A lot of these are tied to summons and things like that, but some of them are completely their own thing. May even provide you new levels. Over here in the quests area, later on you can unlock event quests after beating the Desert Witch, which is the one we just unlocked. The Tower, which actually hasn't been added to the game yet apparently. And then over here you can unlock Union, clearing memory number 7, and by clearing memory number 6, player match, aka the arena. So those same team building principles and upgrade principles also apply to the arena. Up here in the top right, you got this options. You got this menu right here where you can transfer data between devices. You can see a list of your whole inventory. This is a good way to kind of tap and hold and learn what everything does. You can go to the options menu. You can turn on and off background sound effects with voice. Stream mode actually changes the music settings depending on if you are streaming or not. I just decided to turn the whole damn thing off altogether because I'm tired of game music and sound effects playing over my voice, and oftentimes the volume's not accurate. You can change notification settings, other settings including serial codes, aka redeem codes. I'm going to use my favorite universal one, but this is a very serious game, so it probably does not have VIP 777 as a serial. Matter of fact, you can't because it requires 9 characters. Alright, whatever. Madoka 777. Yeah, of course not. If you enter an invalid serial code 5 times within a set time, code entry will be restricted for 1 hour. That is completely unhinged. I've never seen another developer add that, but whatever. I guess you got to follow their rules. Now, if you want to delete your account, you can do that. Not really that much of a benefit to it, though. I don't think you can select servers in this game, unlike in some other games. Alright, so, over here in the shop, you got your trader area. So you can do more than just make in-app purchases. What is this Faintly Trader business? Tiro Finale. So you can use bronze medals to trade for 5 stars sometimes. Okay, that's good to know. So, of course, you can earn bronze medals. What is this one? Turquoise medal. Yeah, you can earn different different kinds of medals by completing various quests and missions and things like that. So be sure to tap around, see what you can complete. You can even look at the ones you haven't beaten yet, like challenge ones. Possible to get some medals from that sometimes. And if you're ever wondering what a reward is for a particular challenge, of course, tap and hold. You got silver medals over there, memorial medals, and then once the union is unlocked, which is kind of like alliance play, you'll be able to earn extra rewards and unlock extra gameplay modes with that. Plus, there's the Exedra Pass, which you can subscribe to for how much is it? Either $3.99 or $17.99, depending on your pass level. So yeah, that may be something good to spend your money on if you're a pay-to-win player, and if you're a free player, you can just completely ignore that. You don't even necessarily need it anyways. Alright, this is Game Hydro with tips and tricks for Madoka Magica Magia Exedra. I'm sure that that's wrong, but who cares? Alright, if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.